10 wrestlers that are legit badasses in real life. Number 10. Chris Masters. Not a lot of people are going to know about Chris Masters, but he is a legit badass in real life. He makes the list for a very good reason as well, as he leapt to the defense of his mother in heroic fashion when she was being held against her will by a crazed neighbor. The masterpiece used all of his strength to uproot a tree. He then proceeded to use it as a battering ram and rescue his mother from a burning house, as the neighbor had set fire to the house to stop the police from entering it. Number 9. Rick Rude. Rick Rude wasn't that big in size, but no one could doubt his stature in the ring. He was someone that could really dish out some serious punishment to larger men, and was known to have a short fuse and a really bad temper. He was called the Tasmanian Devil backstage, and in 1989, he showed the Ultimate Warrior why he was the last man you wanted to get into a fight with. When the Warrior made a disparaging comment, Rick Rude knocked him out cold. Eric Bischoff also claimed that Rick nearly pulled a gun on him when Bischoff pressed Rude to hand over his WCW championship. Rude brought him to a parking lot and opened the trunk of his car, where the championship was laid side by side with a .357 revolver. Rude, however, didn't use the gun and handed over the title, but he did scare Bischoff to death. Number 8. Sabu. Sabu is renowned as one of the toughest wrestlers in history and went by the name of the homicidal, suicidal, and genocidal maniac. He has the scars to prove it as well, and it is known that after he got injured, he would try to fix the wounds using superglue on it. Sabu competed in several barbed wire matches all over the world, solidifying his status as a legit badass both in wrestling and in real life. Number 7. Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash is known by a lot of different names in wrestling, but his most popular one has to be Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Standing at 6 foot 10 inches and 328 pounds, he was someone you never wanted to mess with in wrestling or in real life. He used to be a bouncer at a strip club, which is a job that requires a unique set of skills before he got into the wrestling. He was a legit badass for real, and when he entered the WWE, it was as a bodyguard to Shawn Michaels. However, he had no idea that everyone in the WWE was out to get HBK backstage. So he became an official bodyguard for Michaels even off air. His size and the fact that he didn't take from anyone is why nobody wanted to pick a fight with Kevin Nash, because there would only be one outcome. Number 6. Haku. Haku is regarded by some to be one of the most hardcore wrestlers in history. There are countless legendary stories about the badassery of Haku, who is also known as Meng and King Tonga. One such story recounts how Haku in Puerto Rico was walking with Jesse Barr, a fellow wrestler, when Barr kicked dirt on a man that was digging ditches. Haku was reportedly upset by Barr and told him how he felt about that, but it is at this point that Barr got into his face. That turned out to be a bad idea, as Haku grabbed him and popped his eyeball straight out of the socket. Number 5. Harley Race. Andre the Giant was only afraid of 2 men in his life, and Harley Race was one of them. He was a legit badass in real life, and was one mean and tough wrestler in the ring. Having overcome polio as a child, he could withstand immense punishment in the ring, even after partying and drinking the night before. In 1961, on Christmas night, he was driving with his wife when they got into an accident. His wife died on the spot, and doctors told Race that he would never wrestle again. The accident had damaged his right leg and shattered one of his forearms, which led doctors to consider amputation for him. However, Race showed remarkable toughness, determination, and strength to make a comeback into the wrestling ring in 2 years. Number 4. Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock was a true pioneer in the UFC and has also been a champion at Pancrase. He fought with a lot of renowned and hardcore fighters, like Kazushi Sakuraba, Rich Franklin, Tito Ortiz, Bas Rutten, Royce Gracie, and many others. He joined the WWE in 1997 and also refereed the WrestleMania 13 match between Stone Cold and Bret Hart. He was an absolute fan favorite as the WWE Universe loved the fact that he was a legitimate fighter who wouldn't back down from anyone. Having had success in MMA and in the WWE, there is no doubt in anyone's mind that Ken Shamrock is a legit badass. Number 3. Brock Lesnar. No one should be surprised to see the name Brock Lesnar so high on this list. The man known as the Beast Incarnate is an accomplished amateur wrestler. His amateur career record stands at 106-5 in 4 years of college. And after he made his professional wrestling debut, he would go on to dominate every competition. He would win the undisputed WWE Championship, and he proved his toughness in the ring at WrestleMania 19 in a match with Kurt Angle, when he landed on his head after performing a shooting star press. A normal man would have been paralyzed after the botched maneuver, but Brock only had a concussion. He has conquered the WWE as well as the UCF, which is why many people believe that he is one of the toughest wrestlers in history, and a legit badass in reality. Number 2. Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley was a massive superstar in the 2000s, when he would dominate the WWE and win every championship there was to win. He was all set to become the new face of the WWE, but that never happened as he was let go by the WWE in 2008. After that, he signed with TNA and remained a wrestling star, but it was really his MMA career that shot him to fame. He is one of the most popular heavyweight fighters in Bellator and has an amazing record of 14-2, with a majority of his wins coming via stoppage. He is definitely one man that you never want to face in the ring or in a dark alley. His unbelievable athleticism, strength, and explosive speed make him a force to be reckoned with in and outside the squared circle. And the number 1 wrestler who is a legit badass in real life is Wade Barrett. When Barrett was in his early 20s, he was living in Liverpool, where he would become a bare-knuckle boxing champion. He fought in different places throughout Europe, and once competed in an underground bare-knuckle match dubbed the Battle of Buddha, where he defeated a renowned opponent for a huge cash prize. After the match, he was walking in an alley, looking for a taxi. He would end up getting stabbed with an 8-inch blade when someone tried to steal his prize money. He never elaborated on the story for legal reasons, but it is known that the assailant was left with serious injuries, while Barrett managed to escape with his money. He has a 12-inch scar on his upper back as a result from the attack. The punches that he took in his bare-knuckle career have left him with a disfigured nose, but he has said that he has no regret over anything. If there is one person that deserves to be named a legit badass, Wade Barrett is arguably one of the best choices.
If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and don't forget to let us know your opinion in the comments below.